Welcome students. Today I wish to discuss CodeVita training problem part number 22 as well as 23. Let's start with the first problem. Ask is check. Read the problem statement. In the byteland country, a string S is said to be super ASCII string if and only if count of each character in the string is equal to ASCII value. Okay. A string is said to be super ASCII string if and only if count of each character in the string is equal to its ASCII value. So in the byteland country, ASCII code of A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z is 26. Okay. So the ASCII code is assigned for every character. Okay. So our task is to find out whether the given string is a super string or not. Okay. So the input format, the first line contains number of test cases t followed by t lines, each containing a string s. Output format, for each test case print yes if the string is super ASCII, otherwise print no. Okay. For a given example, here number of test cases 2 and the strings are BBA. BBA contains two times B came here and one time A came here. According to the data, if A is appearing one time and B is appearing two times, means that will be called as a super string, super ASCII. So it will print yes. If you give input as SCCA, means here A comes one time, C comes two times, so it get failed, so it will return the value no. Okay, so the actually count of character C should be appear in 3 times, but it appears in 2 times, and S should be appear in more than 10 times actually. Okay, so the exact value of X, when you assign from 1 to 26, S contains the value which is greater than 15, I think so. So but S appears one time here, so the output will be no. Okay, so for implementation, you have to include the header file, and inside the main function just to create a array variable which holds a set of characters which is ranging from 1 to 26. So for the purpose, I just create an array, and k is meant for indexing, and t is for getting the test case number of test case from the user, and c for maintaining the counter, and j is for indexing. Here the input string is to be stored by using the string, the character array. So I created I declared the character variable char s of 50. For receiving the test case, I use scanf statement by specifying the formal specifier and mention the ampersand t inside the scanf statement to receive number of test cases. Okay, for every test case, you have to set the value, that is count of the character, okay, to 0. Okay, so from 0 to 25, the a of j will be set to 0. Okay, initial value should be 0 for that array. So after setting the all the, there is memory location to 0, just receive the string, okay, by using the scanf statement. So while getting the input from the user in terms of string, you don't mention ampersand operator because string itself a pointer. Okay, after that, just record the frequency of every character which is inputted by the user by using the for loop. For j equal to 0, j less than string length of s, j plus plus. Here the character value holds the ASCII value actually. There is a character which is inputted by the user, indirectly represented by an integer which is an ASCII value. So which is to be separated by 97 to take care of the that is byteline index value. So actually byteline index value for A is 1 only. Okay, so if you wish to that is assign the value 1 for A, means you have to subtract the ASCII value of A by 97. ASCII value of A by 97, because the internal representation of A will be the integer value, okay, which is an ASCII value 97. So if you wish to consider A as 1 means you have to subtract by 97. B as 2 means you have to subtract by 97 only. Okay. So that is why you have separator here. Just read the character and typecast into integer and separate to 97, and in that location just increment the count by 1. So you have to by using this we can count the frequency of every character in the string. Okay, so after counting the frequency of every character in the string, just walk through the array from 0 to 25. Okay, and check a of j is equal to equal uh, a of j is equal to j plus 1. Okay, this condition is used to check whether the bytecode character representation is equivalent to a frequency of a array. If it is equal, otherwise if a of j is equal to 0, 0 means the character is not appearing in the string. Okay, if any one of the condition meets, just set c equal to 1. Okay, otherwise set c equal to 0, and if condition is not true means it will come to else part, and it sets to 0 and immediately come out of the loop, internal loop. Okay, then if count is not equal to 0 means just to print it is a super ASCII, otherwise print no. Okay, so when count is equal to 0 means this condition, that is frequency of a character, is not equivalent to a bytecode character representation, and also it may not be available in, it may be available in the string, and the character value is not equivalent to, character frequency is not equivalent to a bytecode representation. In that case it will become a 0 value and it will come out of the internal loop and print no. In this way we can solve this problem. It is very easy problem only. Okay, you have to initially you have to set frequency of each and every character to 0. That is important, otherwise it will not work. The next problem, magic of words, which is already discussed in the previous session, so you can refer previous videos for getting the solution for problem 2. The next problem is problem 3. The problem title is Zombie World. So I read the problem statement. One day Bob is playing Zombie World video game. In Zombie World game, each round will contain n zombies and each zombie's energy is z suffix I, where I is ranging from 1 to n. Bob will start the round with B energy. Okay, the energy value will be given as an input. In order to move to the next level, Bob need to kill all the n zombies, but Bob can select any one among n zombies. If energy of Bob is less than the zombie's energy, then Bob will die and lose the round, else Bob will win during the fighting with zombie. Bob will lose his energy by z suffix I remainder 2 plus z suffix I divided by 2. Okay, so this is a formula which is given in the problem statement. At any point of game, Bob will play optimally. Now your task is to find whether Bob can reach to the next level or not. Okay, so the energy value is given to the user. So given by the user, and for every game you have to calculate the how much energy that is lost by the zombie. Okay, and you need to find whether the Bob can reach the next level or not. Here the input format, the first line will contain B and N separated by the space. Okay, they will give B and N. Okay, B means that there is a starting energy level. Okay, and N means size of an array which holds the energy at the ith position. Okay, here where B is the energy of Bob and N is the number of zombie. Okay, next line will contain n space separator integer, each will represent energy of zombie. Line 1, B space n, where B is the energy of Bob and N is the energy of the number of zombie. line to jet suffix I, where jet suffix I is a list containing energy of zombies separated by a space. Okay, here constraint is n is ranging from 1 to 10 to the power 4, b is ranging from 1 to 10 to the power 9, and jet suffix I is ranging from 1 to 10 to the power 5. Okay, so output format, print yes or no depending upon whether the buff can reach the next level or not. Here one noted information, for this problem all the divisions are integer division only, so it is not approximate one. Okay, it is rounded to integer. For valid input, print yes or no. Okay, here for a given input 35 and 3, 35 means initial energy, zombies initial energy, 3 means number of zombie. Okay, so the energy levels of each and every zombie is mentioned here, 5, 9, 6. Finally it will print yes. Okay, so to implement this problem, just include the header file and just receive zombies initial energy and the number of zombies by using this scanf statement without giving this space, and allocate a memory for array. Okay, this is C++ representation by using dynamic memory allocation. Otherwise simply you can give int jet of n. You can simply give this. Okay, after that just receive n input from the user which is stored in the jet array, then set next level to 0. So we need to check whether zombie is able to go to next level or not, and we need to account the zombies loss of energy by using the sum variable. Okay, here first the energy information is updated, that is loss energy is updated by using jet suffix I percentage 2 and plus jet suffix I divided by 2. This formula can be applied here. Just apply here. This is for printing the data, no need to worry about this. Here I am applying that formula, sum equal to sum plus, that loss of energy can be calculated by using sum equal to sum plus jet I remainder 2 plus jet I divided by 2. If this sum value greater than the initial energy means it will print no. If b is greater than sum means, b means initial energy value is greater than sum means you can print yes. Okay, so this is very easy to solve this problem. Okay, I saw the demo for first two problems. Webinar. T2 22. So first problem we have discussed, no? Super ASCII problem. Just I give a number of test cases 1. I give BBA. This is S only because it is a super ASCII. A comes one time. In byteland we represent A as 1. The ASCII code of A is 1 and the ASCII code of B is 2. The frequency of a character is equivalent to a ASCII code. So it print S. Next problem, zombie world. See a zombie world. You can simply represent Jumpy word. In jumpy word, just give memory location, just give jet. Okay. Just hide that. Just show the sample example. Just give 35 3. 35 is initial energy. Then 596 is the 596. So yes, so Jambi go to the next level. Okay, because that value, sum of the Jambi's energy is less than the initial energy, so it will go to next level. Okay, I read next problem. The problem title is Prime Game. I read the problem statement. In a global mathematics contest, the contestants are told to inverse some special numbers which can be built by adding the squares of its digits. Doing this perceptually, the numbers will end up to 1 or 4. Numbers will end up to 1 or 4. If a positive integer ends with 1, then it is called a number of game. An example for the above is, when you give value as 13, each and every digit is squared by using the power function 1 power 2, then 3 power 2. It will lead to 10. 10 is again the digits of 10 will be extracted and forward by using this formula 1 power 2 plus 0 power 2. It will lead to 1. So the iteration ends up to, since the number ends with 1. Already told that number, a positive number ends with 1 means that is, then it is called number game. Then next round, the contestants are asked to combine their newly invented number, that is number of game, with the prime number. Okay, number of game with the prime number. Now, being a smart programmer, write a program to help the contestants to find out the nth combined number within any given range. That is, you have to achieve the number which is ending of the end of 1 or 4, and you have to find the nth combined number within any given range, where n can be any integer. The input format, the input consists of 3 integers, x, y, n, 1 on each line. X and y are the upper and lower limits of the range. You have to give the upper and lower limit. Please understand, you have to give upper and lower limit. The range is inclusive both x and y. Find the nth number in the range. You have to find the nth number in the range, okay, which is a number of game. Okay, so in line 1, x is the upper limit of the range and y is the lower limit of the range, and line 3, n is the series element of the series required, which is required. Okay, consider x less than or equal to y, x greater than y 0, and n greater than 0. Okay, the output will show the nth element of the combined series lying in the range between x and y. It should be a prime number, and also it should be a prime number. The nth number element of the combined series should be a prime number, and also it leads to a number of game. Okay, there is sum of the power of the each and every digit should leads to 1. So here I have given value 1. 1 means that is upper limit of the range. Okay, and 30 is a lower limit. 3 is a nth element. Okay, third element. Okay, so you have to give 1, 30 and 3. So, and you have to achieve 19. So you have to, for solving this problem, the nth combined series, nth element, which may be a number of game, should satisfy the condition that it is a prime number. So before solving this problem, you have to implement whether the number is prime or not. Okay, the routine should check whether the number is prime or not. So for the post, just include the header file and define a function isFrame which accepts an integer and returns an integer. Okay, if number is less than 2 means just return flag. Okay, flag initially it's 0. So number is less than 2 means just return it's not a prime number. If number is equal to 2 means just return that it is a prime number. If number remainder 2 equal to 0 means it may be even number, then it's not a prime number. So just return flag. Flag is a 0. So these are the else part. That is, this will return. This first condition satisfied means it will return 0. Second condition satisfied means return 1. Third condition satisfied means the function returns 0. So otherwise, just start from I equal to 3 and you have to end up with the square root of n. So for solving for checking whether the number is prime or not, and don't iterate from 3 to n. Okay, you can iterate from 3 to square root of n itself. Okay, so iterate from 3 to square root of n, and every time just skip the value, one value. So for the first, just increment I equal to I plus 1. Okay, so the next number should be even number, so you can skip that number and by using the I equal to I plus 2. If number remainder I, there is iterator value I is equal to just immediately give break. Okay, okay, else do nothing. Okay, after completing the loop, if I greater than square root of n means, so if number is not prime number means, that is given number is not a prime means, this condition will satisfied, that if condition will satisfy and will come out of the loop and print 0. If condition is not this, if condition is not satisfied or never satisfied means, it will come out of the loop and check I greater than root n. If I greater than root n means it will just set the flag equal to 1. If flag equal to 1 means then it is considered to be a prime number. Okay, for finding the sum of the square of the each and every digit which is received from the user is calculated by using the function getJohn function which accepts integer y. If y less than or equal to 4 means just return y itself. If y equal to 10 means just return 1. Okay, so if you extract the digit, we will get 1 and 0. When you apply square means 1 squared will be equal to 1 and 0 square will be 0. So totally we will get 1 only, no? So if 1 when you get 1 means it will be considered as a number of game. So immediately just return 1. So otherwise, just set sum equal to 0 and use a temporary variable t equal to y to apply power function. For example, when user gives 32 means this number will be squared. 3 squared plus 2 squared. Automatically you will get number like 9 plus 4. Then you will get 13, no? 13. Okay, take this problem will work. So for in while loop, I just check t not equal to 0 until t gets 0. This condition will work, and I'm just extracting the digits of every number by using the t remainder 10 and squaring by using the power function. Finally, this result is summed to the sum variable. Okay, so finally we'll get 13, no? The sum value will get 13, no? So until if all the digits are extracted, you will get 13. This 13 value is not equal to, is not less than 4, is not equal to 10. So again it will needs to be processed by squaring 1 by 1 and squaring 3. You will get again 10. Okay, so for the purpose I recursively call the same function. So here 13 will be called again. Here this condition will not work, this condition will not work, this condition comes. In this condition, sum will be called as a 10. After next iteration, 10 will be called. When you 10 calls means this condition will work, so it will return 1. For 32, it will lead to 1. After that, you have to check whether it is a prime number or not. So this is not a prime number, so it will print no. If it is a prime number means it will lead to number of game. The number of game, it is a if sum of the digits, square of the digits means it will be consistent number of game. But our aim is to find the find out the nth combined number. The number should be a number of game, given number should be a number of game, as well as it is a prime number. Okay. So that is combined number in the given range. Okay. After solving this problem, just define a main function which has a lower limit and upper limit value, and n to get the n value, okay, which is given as the input, which is to be processed by sum of squares. So just start from lower to upper and check is prime. Okay, the number is prime or not. Okay, every number from lower to upper you have to check the number is prime or not, and also there should be a this power of there is n number of, it should be a number of game. Okay. It should be a prime number and it should be a number of game. If it is a prime number and a number of game means just increment the count. If count equal to 3 means just print the particular number. Okay, so nth combined number. So n is a target actually. Okay, if n is 3 means when count reaches 3 means it will come out of the loop and print the n. So the nth combined number may be printed by using the for loop. Inside the for loop, you have to check whether the number is prime as well as it is a number of game. Okay. If it is a prime number as well as number of game, then just increment the counter by 1. Okay. If counter reaches n value, given n value means just print I and come out of the loop. So if this condition never works, that means that you have extracted some number from the lower to upper range. That number is not a prime number, and also it is not a number of game means this if condition will never work, and it will come out of the loop, and just check if I greater than upper. If I greater than upper means just print no number is present in this syntax. If condition is satisfied means it will print the value, that is nth combined number. Okay. Thank you. We will meet in the next class.